So right now they're all the exact same and they show up in edit type and I like named them, but they're not like actual parameters because whenever I change the values in here, it doesn't affect what I see. So here's where it gets scary.
Okay.
I just kept adding things and I don't think I did the right things.
I would say, um, I would say, I would say just erase all those parameters. Um,
Start fresh.
and you have some in plan as well.
Um, reference level? Yeah.
Let's get rid of them all.
Okay. I wish I hadn't saved it 8 times. Or wait, no. Can I just open it up my original one?
I don't know. Just uh, I don't know
I'm
what
gonna
you've
try.
gone through here.
Because it saves every version. So this would be my oldest.
It would be the oldest one.
This one? No,
They're only minutes apart.
I know. So maybe I don't have my original one. No. Okay. Let's start here. Just as bad. Okay. And like some of these were reference lines and some of these were
Okay, no reference lines. It's
right.
it's all reference planes.
Well, some of them were reference planes, or so I thought.
Well, we mm,
Exactly.
okay, don't get rid of the two that make the cross.
Okay.
Delete it. Yeah. Okay. Now, one last thing is to uh, are there two things there? Is that get rid of those two guys? Okay, so that's
So now I just have reference plane and reference plane.
yeah, and does that say on it center left right plane? Yes, that thing down the middle is a reference line.
Oh, okay, that's not what we want.
That's not the one we want. Now you got to create a reference plane. You're right down the middle. And I hope that we didn't, okay, and then,
Do they need to be equal?
okay, this should be, let's pin both of those two guys. S Select them and just use the, up on your top menu bar, uh, above the red X, there's the pin, yeah. We want those stand steady.
Okay.
Okay, and now go over on your, to properties, up, sorry, up on the ribbon. There's properties over there. It's got the blue dot there. Yeah. But the one that says has the blue squares on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get rid of all of those.
Is there a quick way to do that?
Uh, Slide over. I think you can do, yeah, you might even be able to do select. Oh, you just, yeah, collapse that, uncollapse it. Click one and then shift click down to the bottom.
I'm
Well,
trying.
I,
Might just have to do one at a time.
yeah, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, that's way more than you need. It's just,
Probably. I figured so, but like the first one that I did was with, and then when I went out of it, it width showed up in the dimensions and the properties on just in the um kind of widget. So I thought that I did it right on the first one. So then I did them for something else and it didn't work. So I just kept adding them, hoping that someone would show up. Okay.
Oh, there's already a width. Huh, funny. Uh,
What?
was this done as, what kind of family was this to start with? As furniture? Do you remember?
It should be. Yeah.
It's just very strange. Oh, family furniture. Very strange to have that locked in there. Okay, well, okay. So apply or okay or whatever. Apply out of here. But let me request remote control just so I can poke
Okay.
around. Um, what are all these guys? These are other. Oh, this is the project
I
itself.
well, it might be 8 different versions of the same thing, and one of them is probably a little floor and wall. I don't need any of them, actually.
So this is this one. Why am I okay? Front. Okay, so the active one here is this number 9.
Okay.
I'm going to close. That's no. I'm going to close this one. No. What's that? This is just the project. We stick them in. We don't need that. Or do we? Is this like the project where all these are getting okay?
I was trying to place them in there.
Okay, so there's got a little room, and then we've got a thing to put in it. And I'm going to save this one with a whole new thing now.
Okay.
File, save as, family. Uh, New class and table. Save. So I think here, so tell me, um, do you want the legs dimensions to be driven by the dimensions of the top, or do you want them to be separately
Yes.
configurable?
Well, let's do separate just so we don't
Okay, so we might want to
lose our options.
set this from here to here to be 4 feet and from here to here to be 3 feet, for instance.
Yeah, sure. Mhm.
Okay, independently. And you haven't remade these. These are still made with the those guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
well, fair enough. I'm just going to make these longer in case your table gets really long. It'll still be there for it. Okay, so let's set up reference planes for the outside of this. in both directions with equalities dimensions. And you can do that. You can pick it from a corner point on one of those to make that a little easier. An endpoint on the line itself. Yeah.
Well, close. What I had been doing was just,
Well, you go in and use the move tool, and that'll actually, or yeah, you can do that, and then yeah, okay, and then stretch the edges of that top to lock to those guys. No, I mean pick the top,
oh,
and
I'm sorry.
then use the arrows to zoom off and then come back to the line and lock it.
I
Once
do.
you're at it, let's get some dimensions. Let's do overall width and the equality dimensions. And pick those two 1 foot ones. Yeah.
That's for now.
Okay, that should do. And then uh, just to make sure they're working, drag one of the vertical and one of the horizontal lines and make sure everything's just sort of moving with the bones. Okay, that's good. And the other way as well. Great. Okay. Cool. Um, the two legs were were drawn as one object, right? Your two vertical pieces.
Yep.
Yeah. So for them, you'll have to go into select and edit extrusion, and you'll do your dimensioning here for them.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, like from there
So
to
it'd be
there.
like between and width and depth.
Yeah, we'll just call this internal length or something or other. Yeah, you don't have to dimension the top. If you dimension the bottom, you got the top already.
I was just gonna
Oh,
do
I see what you're doing. Okay, fine.
that one. And then should I, no, this is just for this one. Okay,
Well, do the other one as well, as long as the same.
on the same one.
Well, you've got two. You're going to have to do is all the dimensions for the one on the right as on the one on the left is for the one on the right.
Oh, okay. It doesn't apply to both.
No, no, they're separate. You can have one fat and one thin.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
And then do I need to do this offset distance as well here?
let's wait a bit. Well, no, because zoom out a little bit because you're we can't. Let me go and grab this here. Oh, I need to ask for. Oh, I do have control here. Well, my cursor's not working, but that 2 foot dimension, and oh, let's say, okay, let's green check. Here's what we need. Sorry. I'm just going to move these way down to give us a little more space. See, this between them is being set by this already.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you've given it the overall width and this width, you don't need to give it that width. In fact, that would be
Okay.
over constraining it by telling it how to do that 2 different ways.
That was one of the problems I came across too, was over constraining.
Lock those guys in just as long as we're at it.
And then do I just repeat this process in the front elevation?
Oh, by the time you've done this, you have done it. These are infinite planes, and you don't have to duplicate any of this information.
No, right, but don't I have to do like the vertical?
Oh, you should, yeah. But really only
That's
verticals.
what I was saying.
I,
Repeat
I
this process
yeah. I think at this point we have all your
horizontal.
horizontals covered.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make sure that this is locked to there. Some things I'll tell you what, why don't you give uh let's give them these their names. Um,
I
you
was
know,
doing that here. Was that the right place to do it?
yeah, it's fine. And we'll call it
Leg depth.
leg width or something, uh it's hard to know what to call them. And let's make these all by instance, actually, so that you can make each one different. Yeah. And those are going to stay the same, right? The 1/2 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I locked them, so I would say, yeah, cancel that. Yeah,
Don't
those.
do this.
Well, if you're going to leave them,
Those just follow.
if you're well, here's the question: do you want that variable or not?
No, I don't want a variable.
Well, they're locked at 1/2 inch, so leave them.
Okay.
Let's do like a uh, yeah, a length instance. And since that width one was sort of funny, why don't we just call that depth or something? Because it's
Mm-hmm.
instance.
Instance as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want these to be instances here just so we can make 3 sizes of it right in the same model
Right.
and show that it's flexing. Uh,
And how do you decide which of these to name an instance?
well, um,
It wouldn't be all of them.
for this assignment, I'm doing them all as instances. So if you remember, I had for Ashland's record table, I had 3 instances that were all different dimensions that they could have.
Okay.
If they had been type parameters, they would all been like 2 feet wide. But I want these to
Okay.
be as flexible as possible. So that other 11 and
So,
27, 30 seconds,
mhm.
we want to pick that and give it that same leg width. And you pick that from the list up there under label, like, yeah.
Okay. And that's all for the top.
Say it again.
And that's all for the top reference level?
That should do you. Now let's flex them. Let's go over there to properties. Uh, yeah, up in the ribbon,
Sorry.
and let's change leg width to, yeah, change those to some real life numbers that we can tell where they've done. You know, just make it okay. And if you slide that out of the way, we can. Okay, so we need equality dimensions on the leg as well.
Okay.
We'll have to go into edit extrusion for this. And from there to from there to the center line and then up to the other one. Keep going, keep going, keep going. These are part of the same dimension string, yeah. And then equality, it's probably off to the left somewhere, yeah. I don't need to like it. No, no, because that's gonna vary.
Okay.
Okay, okay. And see, it's snapped back to being centered.
Okay.
And I change that and see if the other one moves as well. It looks like it is. Not
Well,
set.
I actually undid what I had done.
Okay, so we're gonna have to do the same thing on the other side.
Got it.
That guy. Wait, just let's stop for a second. Hang on. Do the green check mark again, and just click somewhere outside that we're not seeing everything lit up. No, I guess that's all right. Is that the same? Are those both 1 and 3/4? Is that what we got going on? Zoom out a little tiny bit.
The leg width?
Yeah, okay. So let's see. Those are. I'm not sure. You know, those two guys. The two legs are. They're sort of like identical twins, but I don't know how identical. So let's change that width to like 10 inches or something or other. That leg width. Okay. Well, they're both working. Oh, okay.
But
Ah,
this one's off center because we didn't do
but we
the
don't have equalities on that, so we'll need equalities. Yeah.
right.
Okay. Constraints and sketches of highlighted elements can cause circular stuff. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Uh,
I think that I actually clicked the wrong thing on the last one. I clicked the corner.
yeah. Try the edge. That's sort of before it gets.
Okay. So now
Okay. Well, that looks reasonable.
we should be able to do this. Perfect.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Okay.
Well, let's get into
Then
the.
repeat that process here, right?
Yeah. Bearing in mind, we don't need to give it any horizontal dimensions, just vertical ones. So I put a
Right.
plane, I put a plane across the top, reference plane.
Do you want to also do one here?
Well, if you have a reference plane across the top, uh, and then a, um, Yeah, grab the top corner there.
It's not for some reason, but I'll fix it.
And then do you want the thickness adjustable of that or just want to lock it in at 1/2 inch?
Lock it in.
I would
So do I
agree.
do um one of these and then lock it, or does it need another reference point?
That's all you need. Just put it and lock it. There's somehow two things going on in there. I erase that. Click and lock. Good. And then you can
And
give,
then
and then that can have its own dimension. See, once you set the reference plane, uh, no, you don't want to lock that. That one's going to change.
okay, and the height. Uh,
I would say height to the top, to the reference plane, and pick the plane itself. Yeah.
okay,
Well, actually, that time what you picked was the top of the table. I would like you to actually erase that last dimension and dimension from reference plane down to there. Yeah. And now you really have a sense that it's that, and you'll have to lock that in as well. Okay. So now, oh, I'm sorry, that doesn't lock. That
okay,
will change. But what you do
right.
want to do is adjust the top of the table to the reference plane. Yeah, click and drag the arrow.
Adjust it.
Yeah, I think we just need to click that,
Oh,
click
right.
click the tabletop. Yeah, that thing. Oh, it's already okay. You're good. Okay, that's fine. So move that reference plane up and see if everything moves with it.
No.
Apparently not. Okay. Um, well, actually, let's leave it up there where we can really see what's going on. Pick the tabletop itself. Oh, wait. Dissociate from work plane. That was what we didn't do before. Click that little icon that just showed up. That guy, right? And when you click it, it says dissociate work plane. That frees the tabletop from the ground plane. That's what it was based on.
Okay.
So you can now just drag that top arrow right up to the drag that right on up there and lock it. Okay, good. Now that'll trim. Okay. So now we have that set. We have the thickness set, and now these two things at the bottom, the two legs and the support now need to be attached to the bottom of the tabletop. Right now they just are coinciding with
Okay.
it. Good.
Those are already locked. What
Not
else do I lock?
not vertically, I don't think. Click on one of those. Oh, those. Let's look at those.
Which am I supposed to be locking to?
Let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit so we see everything. No, that shouldn't. Let's just drag the tabletop reference plane up and see what comes with it. Okay, that's fair.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So those guys, you might have to do those. Uh, let's see. You drew them. Uh,
Edit extrusion.
well, they were drawn on the ground.
Oh, they have a. I didn't see that it had an upper arrow at first.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Right. That's their um,
Is that not
mutual,
what I would use to lock it to?
that's their mutual thing. Yeah.
Okay. So
And that
now it
should work.
should come up.
Yeah, should be. Famous, there we go. Okay.
Beautiful.
So now we can put a equality of dimension across the top. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's already done. So get rid of that 1 foot dimension. That's already taken care of in plan. Uh,
Okay.
all we need is a parameter on the 1'8" and a parameter on the 07. Been a long day.
Yeah.
And do that by
And
instances.
which other?
Well, if you want to adjust the
This one?
sentence, yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay. I
Should
guess
I
I
lock it then?
yeah, I would like it just to do that. So now flex it. Cool, cool beans.
Cool.
And now just make sure that doing that same thing in the height over there on the blue dot, whatever we can call that. Family. Yeah, don't, yes, don't
Am I
move it.
saving it?
Well, hang on a second. Let's just check. Remember where we flex them, where we over there off to the upper left-hand corner? We need a name for this over here. The blue squares. Check them here. And do me a favor, move that family types palette that you're working on. Move that window off to the left so we can see the changes happen.
Okay.
So depth, which we won't see. Let's just do the height.
I guess that doesn't make much of a difference. Oh wait, I didn't have to apply it.
Right. So that's really the only parameter we have out here.
Right.
Looks good. Okay. Uh, go back to ref level and make sure those are all working out. Same same story. Flex those guys. Yeah, looks good.
Hallelujah. Load and close.
Yeah. Hang on for a second. Did we never? Oh, that's right. I was looking for. Can you see my cursor? I was looking for how we set that distance, but it's basically.
I can't see your cursor.
Oh,
Oh,
uh,
now I can.
I was looking for that distance, but basically that's
Okay.
determined already by this minus that divided by 2. So okay, fine.
Perfect.
Save that sucker.
Do I
Load
save
it
it
into
in
the
file
project.
or just
Yes,
load
and
and close?
it has a name. So if you say load into project and close, it'll ask if you want to save it. Yes.
And then do I overwrite? Um,
Yes, by all means overwrite.
oh no. It's
You
okay.
did, you didn't overwrite?
No, it's not that. It's my voice.
Yes. I told you. I told
It's
you.
okay. It's okay. It's not that
But
ugly.
you know, it's kind of cute that way.
And then I just edit them here.
Depth will be very deep.
Well, I wanted to do one like a kitchen table and then one like a sofa table and then one like an end table.
Oh, I see. But because you can make your legs wider at this point, can't you? You can do your leg width could be 3 feet.
Sure can.
Okay, that's working. That's working.
Cool. I like it.
And you can see how the um, the what you call it,
The voids.
The voids are, we'll have to figure out how to snap those to those outside corners. And I'm sure it can be done. Um, but we'll need to sort of get into one of the end elevation views to see that.
Cool. And then, yay. Thanks, Phil.
I tell you, let's not stop. Once we're at it, let's go to edit family and see what we can do with the voids. So, select one, edit family. Get in a
What if I
front or
like my voids?
say again.
What if I like my voids?
I think get into a left elevation view. Uh, edit edit extrusion. Um, grab that whole thing. No, that's not what it's doing. Uh, the corner, the bottom corner goes to the bottom. Yeah, like that. And we'll have to figure out how to lock those in. It didn't go. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, move that one out. And now I think we
I lock them.
well, we don't want to lock them exactly there. What we want to do is lock the thing. We basically want to lock this.
Other than you have a D in bio?
Oh, you know, wait here. Let me try something.
You got a 61 on the test?
So, I mean, you better whoop him.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I think we just lock this edge to that edge.
Okay.
Why don't you try to
Okay.
run on the other side and see if that works. So you have to get rid of that top line there. That top horizontal line you'll have to erase.
Valid. Okay.
Click. Okay, good, done.
Boom.
Green check, see how it works.
Yeah.
Um,
Beautifully, I
so
hope.
let's just change. Let's go to our properties there and change the leg width to something different. You know, a foot or something.
Oh,
Guess not.
Phil, that was the one you did too.
What can I say?
Phil, that was your doing.
Well, you'll have to go figure that out. I uh, I I don't know. That's a new.
What have you done?
I, or maybe yeah. I don't know which one I locked. Maybe I should have locked the curve. I don't know. Probably can't do that. No, I don't think you want to do that.
This is terrible. What's so different about this one?
Why don't you do this? Why don't you erase that and then mirror that one around the and
You
just see what happens. Just leave it right now. Just don't even mess with it. Just see what
don't
happens.
lock it?
Don't even lock it. Just see what happens. And then flex it.
What's happening?
I guess you need to lock it.
Right. Let's see.
There's another, well, never mind.
Well, that's not holding up.
Here's something we try. Uh, let me take over for a second. Sort of a different take on things. From here to here. Be 0. I don't know.
Like that.
It's not.
We just back it up a little.
This is your call. Why don't you work on that while Somi and I work on her table?
Okay,
Okay.
will do.
You're
I'll
really
let
close.
you know if I have any further questions, but I feel like I can figure this out.
Yeah, you're gonna hit on a solution and you won't know what you've done differently.
I won't know how I fixed it, but it'll be fixed.
But it'll be fixed, right? Until you have to come in and troubleshoot the thing. It really would be easier to do these guys in elevation this way and just fill at the corners. I'm just saying.
I hear you. We're
Okay.
too close though.
No, you're not.
We've almost resolved the issue.
It would take you less time to do that than we've wasted on it already. Okay, stop sharing. Time for Somi.